After a weekend of trying to process the experience that was Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, I'm still not sure if I can fully grasp what I had just played. It's a frightening spin on Norse and Celtic mythology that will leave you questioning your own sanity.
Where are you?
Developed by Ninja Theory, this indie game blows every expectation of what it means to be indie out of the water. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice follows the story of, you guessed it, Senua, a picked warrior hell-bent on making her way to Helheim to save the soul of her beloved Dillion from the goddess Helya. But she isn't alone on her journey. Suffering from a curse, Senua lives with an onslaught of hallucinations and constant bickering by voices in her head. Crippled by severe psychosis, Senua must power through these illusions if she is to reach her destination. Guided by voices who she calls Furies along with the memories of her dear friend Druth, Senua must first face her darkest fears to reach the inner sanctum of Helheim. As you progress towards Helheim and Senua's mental strength is put to the test, instances of horror become more common. Ninja Theory's terrifying spin on familiar Nordic creatures and environments is meant to fill you with anxiety and at times shake you to your core. Being successful in this, and at the same time make you feel more connected to the protagonist, is an impressive feat. Immediately after starting the game, the lack of UI was surprising, and I wasn't quite sure how it would work out. I soon realized that although it lacked a visual UI, I was still given every piece of information I needed. The Furies alerted me when I was being flanked or when I was headed in the right direction.
What's she waiting for? Stop! Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
Runes filled the air when I was in the right position to solve a puzzle, and I knew when I could perform my special attack thanks to my shiny mirror. The lack of a visual HUD ended up being so effective that I felt it was an injustice to have subtitles on. As far as the gameplay goes, you take turns between exploring your surroundings, solving environmental puzzles, and battling enemies to progress. Combat is pretty much limited to light attacks, heavy attacks, dodges, and parries. Using each of these successfully slowly fills up your focus bar, allowing you to momentarily slow down time and deal massive damage. Rinse and repeat, sprinkle in a few boss battles, and you have the skeleton of Hellblade. Thankfully, Ninja Theory took the time to flesh it out, resulting in a masterpiece even by AAA standards. Druth provides you with Nordic lore when focusing on totems found throughout the game.
The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. Bet you weren't expecting that.
Even Senua's mental health was backed by neuroscientists to ensure accuracy. Aided by Melina Jurgen's captivating performance as Senua, every emotion is effectively shown on the screen for the player to see. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is proof that indies can stand toe-to-toe with major developers. It's a game filled to the brim with a rich story, intriguing game design, and magnificent performances that will stay in my memory for years to come. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice gets a 4 out of 5.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.